यात्रा। मैं हूँ मेघा शर्मा और हम कैंपेन ट्रेल में हैं अन्नामलाई के साथ कोयंबटूर में।
2019 में कोयंबटूर लोकसभा सीट सीपीआईएम ने जीती थी। तब डीएमके और सीपीआईएम गठबंधन में थी और साथ मिलकर चुनाव लड़ा था। बीजेपी इस सीट पर दूसरे नंबर पर रही थी। यह चुनाव पिछले चुनावों से अलग था। इससे पहले तक एआईडीएमके और डीएमके सीपीआईएम गठबंधन के बीच मुकाबला हुआ करता था। दोनों बारी बारी से जीतते रहते थे और बीजेपी को तीसरे स्थान से संतोष करना पड़ता था। इस चुनाव में बीजेपी के स्टार उम्मीदवार अन्नामलाई की बढ़ती लोकप्रियता के बीच डीएमके ने खुद अपना उम्मीदवार खड़ा कर दिया। कोयंबटूर सीट पर अब बीजेपी, डीएमके और एआईडीएमके के बीच त्रिकोणीय मुकाबला है। ऐसे में क्या बीजेपी के अन्नामलाई पासा पलट सकते हैं? इंडिया न्यूज की वोट यात्रा में चलते हैं कोयंबटूर की सड़कों पर। तमिलनाडु के पश्चिम में बसे कोयंबटूर राज्य का दूसरा सबसे बड़ा शहर है। यहाँ की आबादी 30 लाख से अधिक है और यहाँ साक्षरता दर 82.43% है, जो राष्ट्रीय औसत से काफी अधिक है। यहाँ 20,10,000 मतदाता हैं। SC/ST मिलाकर आबादी 16.3% है। हिंदू आबादी सबसे अधिक 88% है। मुस्लिम की संख्या 6.1% और ईसाई 5.5% है। 2019 में लोकसभा चुनाव में 64% लोगों ने मतदान किया था।
Coimbatore, or Kovai as it's colloquially known, is situated on the banks of the Noyal River and surrounded by the Western Ghats.
कोयंबटूर का इतिहास काफी पुराना है। पहली और चौथी शताब्दी के बीच, जिसे संगम काल कहा जाता है, उस दौरान कोयंबटूर के आसपास के क्षेत्रों पर चरों का शासन था। लेकिन 10वीं सदी में चोलों ने इस पर कब्जा कर लिया। 15वीं शताब्दी में इस पूरे क्षेत्र पर विजयनगर साम्राज्य स्थापित हो गया। 18वीं शताब्दी में उत्तरार्ध में कोयंबटूर मैसूर साम्राज्य के अधीन हो गया।
It was only after Tipu Sultan lost the war against the British, the Anglo-Mysore Wars, that Coimbatore became part of the Madras Presidency. It was annexed by the East India Company.
आज का कोयंबटूर काफी वाइब्रेंट है। देश की अर्थव्यवस्था में कोयंबटूर का बड़ा योगदान है। भारत की जीडीपी में कोयंबटूर बड़ा भागीदार है।
Coimbatore has seen rapid growth because of industrialization. It is a major hub for industries, for education and for healthcare. I'm standing right now at the Tidal IT Park. It is amongst the largest IT parks across Asia.
तेजी से विकसित होने वाले देश की दूसरी कैटेगरी में शामिल शहरों में एक है। पिछले फाइनेंशियल ईयर में तमिलनाडु ने 1,76,000 करोड़ रुपए का सॉफ्टवेयर निर्यात किया। इसमें कोयंबटूर की भी बड़ी भूमिका रही। कोयंबटूर में काफी बड़े और अलग-अलग मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर होने के साथ ही कई इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज भी हैं। ये ऑटोमोबाइल पार्ट्स के निर्माण का भी बड़ा हब है। मारुति और टाटा मोटर्स के पार्ट्स का 30% हिस्सा कोयंबटूर में ही बनता है। सीपीआईएम में PR नटराजन यहाँ से मौजूदा सांसद हैं। 2019 में उन्होंने 45% वोट के साथ जीत हासिल की थी, जबकि बीजेपी के CP राधाकृष्णन 32% वोट के साथ दूसरे नंबर पर रहे थे। इस बार बीजेपी ने के अन्नामलाई को उम्मीदवार बनाया है, जिसका मुकाबला एआईडीएमके के संगई रामचंद्रन और डीएमके के गणपति राजकुमार से है। अन्नामलाई तमिल हैं। उनका जन्म 1984 में करूर में हुआ था। उन्होंने कोयंबटूर के PSG कॉलेज ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी से इंजीनियरिंग और IIM लखनऊ से MBA की पढ़ाई की। उनके पिता कुप्पुसामी और मां परमेश्वरी हिंदू वेलाला गोंडर समुदाय से हैं। वो कर्नाटक में सिंघम नाम से भी पॉपुलर हैं। अन्नामलाई ने 2019 में बेंगलुरु के DCP के पद से इस्तीफा दे दिया और 2020 में बीजेपी में शामिल हो गए। बीजेपी ज्वाइन करने से पहले अन्नामलाई ने स्टेपिंग बियॉन्ड खाकी नाम की एक किताब लिखी। 2021 में जब वो तमिलनाडु के पार्टी अध्यक्ष बनाए गए, PM मोदी ने उनके लिए कोयंबटूर में बड़ी रैली की। इस भव्य रैली में उन्होंने PM मोदी के साथ मंच साझा किया। हाल में अन्नामलाई ने एन मन एन मक्कल, माई लैंड माई पीपल यात्रा की, जिसने उनकी छवि को एक मजबूत राजनीतिक दावेदार के रूप में पेश किया। इस चुनाव में क्या अन्नामलाई करामात दिखा पाएंगे? वोट यात्रा में जब हम अन्नामलाई के साथ कोयंबटूर की सड़कों पर उतरे तो उन्हें मिल रहे जन समर्थन ने इस सवाल का जवाब दे दिया।
We are on the complete road, and there are, in fact, if you can take a look wherever your eye reaches, it is the BJP colors that are flying high. There are so many women on the streets. There must be hundreds and hundreds of them, and they've gathered. They're anticipating their leader to arrive, and it's just a matter of time now. Earlier, we're getting to know that Annamalai was in Theni, where another BJP candidate is fighting the election. He has gone there to campaign for the BJP candidate. He's returned today. He's just flown down from his chopper, and he's going to be arriving here in just a short while. Anyway, this is a lot of enthusiasm. It's almost like a festival. In fact, more than that. You take a look at these flags, the BJP flags. There are posters and placards of the BJP, of Annamalai, and more importantly of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So there you see a lot of enthusiasm amongst people.
समर्थकों में गजब का उत्साह है। समर्थकों की भारी भीड़ और उनके जोश को देखकर ये लगा ही नहीं कि यहाँ उत्तर दक्षिण या हिंदी तमिल का ध्रुवीकरण भी मुद्दा है। रैली की जो जमीनी हकीकत दिखी वो इन मुद्दों से बिल्कुल मेल नहीं खाती है। कोयम्बटूर बीजेपी का मुख्य लोकसभा सीट है। ऐसा लगता है कि प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने महिलाओं का मूड सेट कर दिया है। भारी संख्या में महिलाओं की मौजूदगी देखकर लगता है कि महिलाओं की ही रैली है।
Why is Annamalai so famous?
Because he is a gentleman and very kind and very nice and down to earth and very, very intelligent person, and he whatever you ask him, he give you data-wise answers.
People want a change. After 65 years, how Modi came in India in 2014, defeating Congress, who were ruling for the last 60 years. Here, we want a change after, to see this. DMK, ADMK. We want a national party, and that too a Modi party.
People themselves have an inner idea of bringing Annamalai in front, because he is an educated person. He does very many good things for elders, and he goes by the Hindu norms. So our vote is definitely for Annamalai.
So he worked with the IPS also. So he knows right from the root thing where the corruption goes and how it has to be handled, and everything. He got such a good idea of everything. He's got very good knowledge.
अन्नामलाई की चुनाव प्रचार में केंद्रीय मंत्री निर्मला सीतारमण भी पहुंची थी। अन्नामलाई ने केंद्रीय मंत्री निर्मला सीतारमण के साथ स्थानीय मंदिर में पहले पूजा अर्चना की, उसके बाद कार्यकर्ताओं के साथ रोड शो पर निकले।
So there you see, we have the convoy. It started moving, and there you have Annamalai greeting the people. Nirmala Sitharaman by his side.
इस दौरान कार्यकर्ता और स्थानीय लोग मंत्र उच्चारण कर रहे थे। भीड़ काफी ज्यादा थी, लेकिन बावजूद इसके हम निर्मला सीतारमण के साथ सवाल पूछने में कामयाब हुए।
Nirmala ma'am, just one question. Do you have hope that Annamalai is going to win this time? This is the first time he's standing against a DMK leader.
Those are not the criteria. Every scheme of the Prime Minister, every welfare measure of the Prime Minister has reached the ground. And you saw the response with which people are coming.
Also, GST has been a big issue that the opposition DMK is raising. That it is saying that MSME is going down. They're saying that the textile industry is going down because of the GST.
There is nothing about the GST which should be worrying them. Their finance minister sits in the GST council. They're all actively participating. More importantly, every decision of the GST council is done in unanimity. So there cannot be one talk inside and one talk outside.
कार्यकर्ताओं का उत्साह बता रहा था कि अन्नामलाई को लेकर उनके मन में कोई दुविधा नहीं है। रैली में महिला सशक्तिकरण की झलक साफ दिख रही थी। कठिन परिस्थितियों के खिलाफ विश्वास की भावना लोगों में साफ दिखाई दे रही थी।
So many women over here. There must be thousands of them. So why is the focus on women?
See, Narendra Modi ji has given lot of schemes where he has forwarded women. He has told not only women development, women-led development, and that is why we are also excited. And also, to add, in addition to that, Kovai South constituency is MLA Vanati Srinivasan ma'am's constituency, and she has done a lot basis, and she's been doing that for that. And this is women Coimbatore South constituency, and hence women. And also we are all so fond of Annamalai ji because we all think that he will be the best person to protect us all. And that's
So do you think this time Annamalai will defeat the DMK candidate?
definitely, because the pulse of women, the support of women is enormous for Annamalai ji.
रैली में मौजूद नर्तक भी थे जो उत्साहित भीड़ का मनोरंजन कर रहे थे। बीजेपी के लिए कोयम्बटूर सीट को जीतना चुनौती तो है, लेकिन रैली की भीड़ बता रही है कि वो इसके लिए तैयार हैं। वोट यात्रा में रैली के साथ हम भी साथ हो लिए। यहाँ महिलाओं के साथ बात करने का मौका मिला।
Annamalai, he has great plans for Coimbatore. Not only Coimbatore needs Annamalai, but the whole Tamil Nadu and India needs him. He has the best plans, and he also has plans to bring up the rural areas too into the urban. So also I'm a final year college student, and also we youngsters stand with Annamalai this time. Not many leaders have inspired me, and I'm not into politics much, but after Annamalai has come, I'm definitely into his speeches and everything.
Why are there so many women who have gathered today to see Annamalai?
Because they told that they will allot around 33% for women's, and also like the speeches that he give and the questions that he addresses, all those are like outstanding, and he always gives clarity. He always gives good replies for all those comments, and yeah, that's why.
अंधेरा छा चुका था और बिजली की रोशनी में रोड शो जारी था।
Junior Modi, they are all your fans and followers.
No. Madam, all of us are followers of Modi ji, and it is important that all of us reflect the personality of Modi ji. Every single person here is a junior Modi, because we all reflect the personality of Modi.
What is the reason for your popularity? So many women, so many children, all the elderly now.
It is all Modi ji's popularity. So everybody who is a fan of Modi ji has come today. Very little party members are more of general public, because today was designed in such a way. We want to invite the beneficiaries of Modi ji scheme. All women parade. Only the women folks were invited. A lot of first time girls came today. We're extremely delighted, that we are extremely happy that we all know any woman, be it a household woman, be it a working woman, be it a college going girl, everybody loves Modi ji. And today we are extremely delighted and happy in Coimbatore that spirit got reflected today. And we are also equally delighted that Madam Nirmala Sitharaman was able to find time. She was able to come here.
Right. Also keeping in mind that it is a Coimbatore seat which is a bastion of the DMK. You have never fought a Lok Sabha election ever in your life. Do you think it's a challenging task to defeat the DMK?
No, madam. This time the BJP, the NDA, we will poll 60% of votes. Total votes poll, we will take 60%. It will be a record margin of victory, because we have done so much for the city, we have done so much for Tamil Nadu. The mood on the ground is very clear. Be it women, be it our brothers, everybody this time unanimously they want to support Modi ji, and Coimbatore should be one among the 400 seats. That is a common spirit on the ground, and every single person, be it an entrepreneur, be it a household mother, be it a person who is working in some shop, everybody in some way has got benefited. So that whole combined spirit is getting reflected on the ground.
How many seats do you think that BJP is going to win from Tamil Nadu?
NDA total, this time we will cross 35% vote share, and the seats will be in double digit.
Okay. Also, DMK continues to say that AIDMK and BJP are working to cut their seats.
I am complaining for the last 1 month that DMK and the ADMK are combining together to cut our seats. So they are partners, they are cahoots now, they have become partners. Because both of them don't want BJP and NDA to emerge in Tamil Nadu. But June 4th, we will make it clear the people are with us. Whatever political calculations they do at the leaders level, the ground level reflection will only be a reflection of people's thoughts.
What is it that you are going to bring in terms of the change for the people of Coimbatore?
Just yesterday we have released a 100-point manifesto, madam, for the next 500 days. And we have promised many things. The important one is the we have to retool the whole urban infrastructure. Coimbatore, last 20 years, the urban infrastructure has taken a backseat. It is not comparable to a modern city like rest of India. We want to do it. And also we have promised to expand the airport, including the railway station. And if you look at the whole city, it's so congested. The number of vehicles is so high. It's at 20.83 lakh, 20 lakh and 83,000 people live in Coimbatore parliamentary constituency. We want to bring metro rail to the city. These are all the infrastructure parts. If you look at the other parts, because this is an industry-oriented city, we want to focus on foundry, we want to focus on small-scale industries here. We want to bring technical institutes. We want to make Coimbatore an automobile corridor. So yesterday we have released a 100-point manifesto, which we will focus in the next 500 days. The people of Coimbatore have received it with love and warmth and affection because it has reflected what Coimbatore wants.
But DMK also says because of the GST, the textile industry has been destroyed. The MSMEs in Coimbatore, in Tamil Nadu have been destroyed.
No, you go look around the industries in Coimbatore, madam. Like any big city in which industry plays a major role, there are good things. Of course, there are some minor friction points. Our job as parliamentary MPs is to solve that minor frictions. Because when you are getting too much coupled with the world economy, something happens somewhere, recession will get affected here also. So people of Coimbatore know that Modi ji is going to come back to power. An MP from the same party has to come in Coimbatore, so that whatever the small friction points, we will address it on immediate priority. Last 10 years, Coimbatore had two different MPs when Modi ji is in power. One was an ADMK MP, one was a communist MP. And the communist MP was anti-growth. He never wanted any infrastructure to come into Coimbatore. He was sitting in the road and protesting. He did not even want a road from Karur to Coimbatore, a major bypass highway. He was sitting in the road and protesting. So people of Coimbatore are growth-minded. So it's very clear, when Modi ji is going to come for the record third time with a larger mandate, Coimbatore should have a BJP MP so that the issues get resolved.
Also, DMK is attacking you, saying that you are playing the communal card, talking about Citizenship Amendment Act, the NRC. They are telling the Muslims that this is in fact a communal card. This is the Hindutva card that BJP plays in the north as well.
What is it communal? What is it communal with CAA? CAA is a one-time amendment done to the Constitution of India, to the Citizenship of India Act, wherein 3 Islamic countries, people are left out, and the minority communities in those Islamic countries. Christians are there, Sikhs are there, Buddhists are there, Jains are there, Hindus are there. All the so-called minority communities in that Islamic Republic who are religiously persecuted, they are getting citizenship. Before 2014, December 1. What is communal here? What is communal? The problem with the DMK is they don't understand anything. And they are 2 rupee Murasali reading people. They only read Murasali newspaper. For them, Tamil Nadu was born in 1967. No Tamil Nadu, because 1967 DMK came to power. So whatever Stalin ji speaks is the truth for them. Tomorrow if Stalin ji says the sun is rising in the west, the DMK fellows will say, chalo chalo, the sun is rising in the west. What Modi ji is telling is a lie. So you cannot course correct a DMK fellow.
One more question. AIDMK and DMK say that the BJP and Prime Minister Narendra Modi is like a migratory bird. You come here to campaign, do the roadshows, that does not mean you'll get the votes.
Migratory birds are good. Migratory birds are not bad. A bird which is coming, they use the word called Vedandangal. A bird which is coming to the Vedandangal will come stay for 6 months because it loves Tamil Nadu. It comes stays here. So migratory birds are not bad. Only rodents are bad. Like in Gopalapuram, like a rodent, they suck people's blood. They suck people's hard-earned money through corruption. Rodents are bad, not migratory birds. Rodent in Tamil we call perichali.
Okay, all right. So this time around again in South, has the BJP able to capture people's desires, people's attention? Have you been able to influence
June
the
4th,
people of South?
you will get your results. Tamil Nadu will be a major breakthrough state. Kerala will be a breakthrough state. Karnataka we will win 99% of seats. Telangana will be number 1. Puducherry we will win that 1 MP seat. Goa we will win the 2 MP seats. So Andhra will emerge as a big force. So across South this time you will see NDA and BJP will be the numero uno party and the alliance.
What about the vow that has been made by Prime Minister Narendra Modi? He is contesting, he's saying that this time NDA will get more than 400 seats. How will that happen?
100% NDA will get more than 400 seats because South will be a major contribution. 160 seats in South. This time you will see South will contribute in a big way. We will easily achieve Modi ji's dream of getting 400.